this is the last part of the enzyme lecture. We'll be looking at the appendix on enzyme cofactors. Okay, so if you look at the learning outcome, it does not really mention cofactors, but since we are learning about the action or the function of enzymes and how they carry out reactions, right, and we need to know, therefore, or it's good to know, rather, therefore, that most enzymes do not work alone, right? They require help from a non-protein component known as the cofactor. Right, so many of these enzymes that require cofactors, they are known as conjugated enzymes. Enzymes that do not require cofactors are simply known as simple enzymes. Right, so for the conjugated enzymes, they have a need for the cofactor. A lot of cofactors, they actually function to either make up part of the active site. Like for some of the cofactors, they may bind to the enzyme near or at the active site, and they actually form parts of the active site that improve binding with the substrate. Some cofactors do take part in the reaction, and they may help to make the substrate more reactive, or they really might take part in some of the steps of the reaction. Okay, so that's why cofactors are important, right, to the function of conjugated enzymes. Okay, so there are different types of cofactors. Some are inorganic, and most of these are ions, and others are organic. And for organic cofactors, there are two types, right, depending on how tightly they bind to the enzyme. Right, for those that bind tightly and stay prolonged with the enzyme, right, these are known as the prosthetic groups. And for those that bind loosely to the enzyme and they bind really only when the reaction occurs, and they will dissociate, right, when the reactions are completed, these are known as the coenzymes. Right, so this is just a very brief introduction of cofactors.